poem written by myself, Dominic James Bertolami. The year is 2010 and the month is October. A trilateral commission concentrated on the beginnings of self-corruption, exploding, never-ending madness, conveyed through feelings and thoughts not yet realized, becoming infatuated with truth, bringing light, tiresome perseverance, questioning dimensions quantified through time and space, delivered, parallel, triumphant. Seen through eyes of abundance, evoke pure evolution, transcending and flowing without form, from within, spine tingling, ever-changing, deranged visions, red blood cut and dry incisions, a perfect beginning of unending diversity and commune by and for community. Is it too much to ask for or too little to care? Each step taken a clever phrase, an idea expanding to the edge of existence and back. Political turmoil setting the stage for the presence and awareness of peace, and responsibility towards self-reliance and perseverance, perversions ill-equipped to handle. Poets and artists portray and thus dismantle. How much oppression can you handle? I am the light and the wick of the candle, by my hand touched in reality scandal. White water rushing a soapy and foaming washing over this. And insecure behavior, trapped behind walls of water, bone dry at the core, and shallow pools of poisonous toxic, unable to stand on legs of solidarity, twisted and contorted both physically, emotionally, and spiritually paralleled and divided, a sort of gray and dull chromatic, daily sporadic, causing drastic and tedious tendencies to overtake the cool and calm of a morning shadow, hiding behind palaces of filth and loneliness, distortion squealing over simple ideas, tailor fit your boxed in and unmoving slash unharmonious and common slash even mundane heads of granite stone cut and sear the earth, artifacts of yesterday's worth, artifacts articulating the birth, a stranger trapped and antiquated, bought and sold. Next, please, may I interest you in a short-term, temporary, cheap fix, broken on the backs of our fathers and on the tenderness of our mothers, through one nail and one tooth and one eye to see a function in, past the field and pastures of our own natured composite and fragile perception, open the looking glass and perpetuate, and to furthermore generate the heightened, entangled, dreaming, spinning, crystal blue and smooth stones, another home in a parallel century, and notions of promises kept and unkept. The kind of over-exaggerated, beautiful splendors of actual, tangible experiencing love and beauty and life, warmth, vaporousness, an essence or condemnation, a moment or ignition again, and then laziness, engrossed and in trust, old prowesses more humble and concerning, welcoming, open arms, hearts, soul-gazing, amazing, even contagious in nature and nurtured benevolence. Close eyes stepping forward upon uncertainty, a mass and rude awakening, although extremely contagious, and affluent slash influencing pseudo-corporate undertones, all draped upon love, flowering continuously. Next generation freak out non-stop, immortal, timeless, breathe and believe, shedding the diseased, worries, and mind decayed upon itself brought on intentionally. The traditions of our ancestors, the sky and the universe, universal connections, rush past, through, above, below, between, and become one. At the same time, I wait patiently for my dog to bark, water to boil, phone to ring, sun to set, eyes to meet, lips to touch, songs to sing, revolutions to begin, wounds to heal, eyes to shut, days to end, standing silent, watching strings theorize. A smoky room in the basement floor of jazz bar disco, discounted and stationary. Will I ever find love? A misconception of the absolute stillness. Among the shards of glass and broken tentacles as the tide recedes and draws back a silent awe. Rust-colored, reaching dystopia. We create it as much as we are created. Horrific policies degenerate. Pragmatic statistics form a fixed line that slides on a sliding scale basis. Home income allotted daily ascension. Drawn closer, paying attention. A mental block or meltdown. Waves crash and fizzle through me, confused and alienated, pressured, absoluted, sending whirlpools of imagination running. Glances, posh stances a rooster, bringing forth another day, as the sun melts and brings its essences, ecstasies, and daytime visions, sail through the winds and spaces of the present moment. A conjuration, militaristic, conquering foreign policies to generate wealth. Can you put a price on dignity or sorrow or suffering? Was it worth it in the end to watch our mothers and our fathers take the responsibility? Do we have what it takes? Change is the only constant. Awoken at night with thoughts of profound value, riding plastic coffins to our daily death. Blaming others for your lack of own self-worth, blanketing the pain, out of sight, denial, above and in plain view, as inner voices converse and suggest a quiet stillness. A rock slumbers and dreams of nothing. Incoherent to the ears, a vast and wide open expanse, a puzzling thought. Freedom immeasurable. Educating your children to realize who they are before they are too old or tired or dead on the inside. What is politics without war or corruption? Tell me you're not when you're asking for something. As you deceive me, I deceive myself, and we to each other. A mask or personification of humanity created in a factory ran by slaves, and inflated inner tubes of ego, and kept afloat in a sea of arrogance as the veil is lifted, hands raised, benevolence, both innocence and complete depravity. A man in the corner with a roadmap smile laughs and inhales another hit, maniacal and at the same time hysterical and childish, lost among the white smoke, a cheap laugh in a loud room to break the silence. Social disguises, true life, wealth, and happiness waiting just around the corner. Robotic in nature, becoming that of which we created, letting the debt, puppet, offshore banking Ponzi scheme not only to exist, but nurturing it and helping it to thrive. At the same time, telling our children to sell out as soon as possible, buying into a slick corporate-fed agenda. There is more. There is more beauty. There is more love. There is more food. There is more sun, more healing, more hugs, more earth and more universe, multi-dimensional in thinking, love, light, and ultimately space travel. Contrails, chemtrails, entrails, and improper use of power. Take the daily struggle to survive, hypnotic tones vibrating inwardly, the small things. Proverbial psychosis analyzing to expose this melting pot of crashing dreams, intoxicating sights and sounds and aromas of a time when everything made sense. Mr. Unexpectable, sands cover time, eroding and chipping away at the possibilities, a cohesive and torturous instinct to yell and to laugh, and to cry and to lie awake and to wait and to write and to fall in love with a new world, unencumbered by insecure and secularly driven roads, paved with the lives of somebody's other. Don't care, turn up your iPod and it will all be over soon. Prosperity driven through tunnels of self-worth, spiritual gain, put a lien on your taxes, take a grand stand, empower yourself to care enough and take enough responsibility, and while I'm at it, don't take yourself too seriously. Emancipation clearly is a means to an end, and let the liberation begin. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, and let the liberation begin. Living to die on the streets, and let the liberation begin. Remembering to love yourself, and let the liberation begin. Puffy white ions over a blanket of diamonds worthy of 1,000 words, yet I am unable to speak. Planes shift and exchange places. If I were you and you were me, could we finally break the silence, breaking out of a hardened and yet fragile casing, beginning to let to beginning to let go in an overwhelming embracing of understanding, a judgment cannot sustain. Feeling fulfilled with nothing to gain, nothing to lose, go down the path of which you choose. This may take some explanation. Desert visions, concentration. The journey brought me to this destination, destiny, action after thoughts, a balancing act of seemingly impossible proportions. To balance oneself, to inspire through action or deed, pure electric thought, eclectic decisions, searing behind eye sockets, absolution, passivity, factions, a dying and decadent thought.